Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, today we're tackling something you see everywhere online. This idea of getting a super sharp, chiseled jawline by, well, queuing a lot.
Yeah, intense chewing. We're talking special fitness gums, hard stuff like mastic resin,
Yeah.
basically jaw workouts.
Exactly. So the big question is this a real muscle building hack? Or is it, just another viral myth that might actually hurt you? Let's unpack this.
Well, it cut right to the chase. It's definitely the latter. Looking at the clinical evidence we've got, the whole idea is fundamentally flawed.
Flawed how?
You're looking at pretty significant health risks for basically zero aesthetic gain. Our mission here is to figure out why. Why doesn't this work?
Okay, where do we start?
You have to start with the foundation, your actual jawbone, the mandible. Its shape, the angle, how much it sticks out, how wide it is. That's the #1 factor for your jawline's appearance.
And that's mostly set by art.
Overwhelmingly genetics. And just how you develop it. That's the baseline, and honestly, it's pretty much immutable. You can't change your bone structure with gum.
Right, so the bone is the blueprint. Anything else is just window dressing, almost. Things like fat, skin elasticity.
Exactly. Secondary factors like subcutaneous fat, especially under the chin, the double chin area, or how tight your skin is. Those definitely affect how defined you look.
And this is key, right? You absolutely cannot chew fat away from just your neck or jaw. Spot reduction like that. Total myth. Doesn't work for fat loss.
Total myth. So if you can't spot reduce fat, the only thing left that proponents claim to change is the muscle, the masseter muscle specifically.
Okay, so the claim is chew hard stuff, provide resistance, the masseter gets bigger hypertrophy, and bam, sharp jawline. How solid is that idea?
Well, there's a grain of truth, functionally speaking.
Yeah.
Some studies do show that if you chew consistently against resistance, you can increase your maximum bite force.
So you get stronger.
You get functionally stronger, yes, measurably so. But, and this is the crucial part that doesn't translate to looking different, there was a key study, a randomized controlled trial in 2024.
Okay, an RCT. What did it find?
This is where it gets really interesting. They had people chew daily, hard stuff for 6 months. Their bite force went up significantly, just like expected. But when they measured the thickness of the masseter muscle, the MMT, and looked at the visible shape of the jawline, there was no statistically significant difference compared to the people who didn't do the chewing.
So the muscle adapted to be stronger, but it didn't actually get noticeably bigger or change the face shape.
Precisely. Function improved, form didn't change. The body got more efficient without changing the aesthetics.
And isn't there a huge irony here? Like, what if you could actually make your masseter visibly huge? Is that even desirable?
Not at all. That's the aesthetic paradox. Significant masseter enlargement leads to what doctors call idiopathic masseter muscle hypertrophy, or IMMH.
Which looks like...
It gives you a square-faced look, bulky size to the lower jaw. It's the anatomical opposite of that sharp V-shaped jawline people are actually chasing.
So you end up looking wider, not sharper.
Exactly. And the clinical irony. The standard cosmetic treatment for that kind of bulky, square jaw caused by too much muscle is Botox.
You mean injecting Botox into the masseter?
Yep, to make it shrink. It's literally called jawline slimming or masseter reduction. So people are trying desperately to achieve a condition that other people pay good money to reverse.
Wow. Okay, so the goal itself is misguided aesthetically. But what about the process? Is all that intense chewing actually safe for the jaw joint?
Absolutely not. That's the other major issue. Beyond the fact that it doesn't work aesthetically, it's risky. Really intensive high-resistance chewing is a known significant risk factor for TMD.
Temporomandibular disorder.
Right, which can be incredibly painful. We're talking chronic jaw pain, the jaw locking up, painful clicking sounds, even tension headaches radiating out.
So the risk-benefit calculation is just terrible.
Completely skewed against it. High risk, negligible benefit.
Okay, so if chewing gum is out, what actually works if someone wants a more defined jawline?
Well, you have to target the actual problem anatomically.
Right.
Is it fat obscuring the jawline?
Then maybe something like Kybella injections to dissolve fat, or even submental liposuction.
Exactly, targeted fat reduction. Or if the issue is the bone structure itself isn't prominent enough,
then you're looking at things like dermal fillers to add volume, or maybe even chin or jaw implants for a permanent structural change.
Precisely. Augmenting the bone structure. And if the issue is actually that the masseter muscle is already too bulky, naturally or otherwise.
And then it comes back to Masseter Botox to slim it down.
Correct. Targeted solutions for specific anatomical issues, not just randomly working out your jaw.
So to wrap this up, this whole heavy-duty chewing trend, it seems clinically indefensible. It mixes up muscle function getting stronger with facial form, which doesn't really change.
It's a painful, ineffective path based on, frankly, misunderstanding anatomy.
Hmm.
And if we zoom out to the bigger picture, what's often the most effective tool for making any jawline more visible?
Reducing the stuff covering it up.
Exactly. Systemic overall body fat reduction.
Yeah.
If you lower your overall body fat, the natural structure of your jawbone becomes more prominent. That's often the biggest factor for definition.
So the final thought here might be, maybe the obsession with exercising the jaw misses the point. That achieving that desired look often has more to do with genetics, bone structure, and overall body composition than any specific facial workout.
That sums it up perfectly. Recognize the anatomical realities. If you're concerned about your jawline definition, talk to a professional, a qualified dentist, a plastic surgeon who can assess your specific anatomy and recommend safe, effective, targeted options. Don't just chew yourself into pain based on a viral trend.